I'm going to show you how to set up an SMTP mail server into ZB Mailer. Now, one of the most important things about ZB Mailer is you would need to set up your own sending server for your email because the app itself does not come with its own sending server because of, understandably because of, spam and so forth. So today I want to show you how you would set up your Gmail settings, your Gmail SMTP server settings in ZB Mailer. And then, and I'll send a sample broadcast and, just making sure that the Gmail settings work and how it's all done. So here we have the main dashboard of ZB Mailer. So what you'll need to do is when you initially sign up, you would actually get a setup wizard. It'll go through each step like your name, your business, your address, all those details, and then you will need to enter your workspace, the name of your workspace, and then of course the SMTP server. Now obviously you can skip the majority of that. You'll have to obviously enter your workspace because that's important, and then you can come straight to this dashboard. So the first thing what we're going to do is we're going to set up the SMTP server, and over here you will need to come into integrations and then come in and click. I'm just gonna delete this just to show you how it all works. So the first step you would need to do is you would need to come and click on add. And just before I set this up, let me just also remind every one of you that it is not a good idea to use Gmail as an SMTP server if you're going to do bulk mailing, if you're going to do affiliate marketing, if you're going to send out emails, to an opt-in list and so forth, because all it takes is a few abuse complaints or spam complaints and Google is going to ban your entire Gmail account. So just be aware of that. It's okay to use to send out occasional emails or any transactional emails or things like that. It's not a good idea to send out bulk emails through Gmail because you would surely get banned for that because Google does not tolerate any spam complaints and abuse complaints. So just be aware of that. If you are looking to do affiliate marketing, if you are looking to do bulk mailing, if you're looking to do any of those kinds of things, there are various other SMTP services. You've got Amazon SES service that you can use. You can use Mailgun. You can use SendGrid. That they specialize in SMTP services. So with that said, you will also need to get approvals from them on how you're going to send it because they are also very careful about spam sending and so forth. So in this demo, I'm going to show you how you would set up your Google account. So I'll click here on custom SMTP, and over here I would say Google, just to name it. So how do you get the host info, port info, user info, all of this kind of stuff? How you do it is you'll just come into Google search. Just search for Google SMTP server settings. So here we are. You've got all that information here. So SMTP server is smtp.gmail.com. You'd copy that, come over here, paste it under host. The port is 587 is the port. So you'd enter 587 here. 87. User. Now this would be your Gmail address. That would be not your name, but your full Gmail address. In my case, it is nanocanva@gmail.com. So I would just say nanocanva@gmail.com. Now the most important step over here is password. This is not your normal Gmail password. Now how do you get this password? You would actually come into your Gmail account, click on Google account, then click on manage your Google account, and then over here you'd head over to security. Now, in order to get the app password, you will need to turn on two-step verification. This is very, very important because otherwise you're not going to be able to get your Gmail SMTP server settings. Now, a lot of you have this turned on already, and if you have already turned this on, this particular one after the two-step verification, app passwords will show up. Now, if you have turned this or if you have not turned this on, this particular app passwords will not appear here at all. So all you need to do is come into two-step verification, flick this to on, and then you can choose either phone SMS as authentication or an authenticator app as an authenticator. So if you choose a phone, it will send you an SMS. It'll bring your code. You enter the code, and then once you enter the code, the two-step verification is on, and that's it. And then you'll come back to this particular menu, and you will see this turned on, and then you will also automatically see this app password on. So what you will do is, in this case, click on app passwords, and then it'll ask you to authenticate again, and then over here you will have to enter your information for the password. So you would select an app, and obviously we're doing this for mail. You click on mail, select device on whatever device you're on. In my case it's a Mac, and then I'd say generate. Now I have my app password, so I would copy this, and then I'd come back here to the dashboard, and then copy and paste this password here. For the mode, what you do is you can just select this to auto, and it'll automatically select that. Now, from email, you'll need to enter the same thing because this is your verified email. This is basically what you'll enter, and that's it. So now you've set up your Gmail SMTP server, and you just say save. So once this is saved, what you'll need to do is you'll notice here that this status is still disabled. While it is disabled, you can still go back in here and edit. Now, once you turn this on, you'll confirm to turn this on. This disappears because you can't edit until this is turned off. Yeah? So now you've got your Google SMTP services turned on. So now let's actually send an email, send a broadcast to see if it works or not. So we will go back to the dashboard. Now just remember, if you want to test this or whatever, the first thing you would need to do is you would need to create a list. So you need to make sure you have a list. In my case, I already have a list, and I've just added one contact just for demo purposes. So I can just go in here and click on edit, and you can see it's got populated all that information already. And then it's got, if you want to do double opt-in or single opt-in and so forth. And then here you can see I've just added mine as a contact. So you would need a list before you can send any broadcast out. So what you'll do is you'll come in here into broadcasts, and then you would create a new broadcast, and you would say a broadcast name, demo broadcast. And then click on create, and the broadcast is created successfully, and it's now going to take you to like a wizard of to set this up. So here you just click on save, come into to send it. You'll need to send it to a list. In my case, that was that demo list, and then save. Now you can add anything here as far as name. I will just say, I'll just say ZB Suite as a name. Reply to email address is the same as a Gmail. Click on save. Subject, I would say demo broadcast. Now keep in mind, a lot of emails would go to spam if you have a very bad subject line. So that's very, very important here, because if you have a proper subject line, you'll probably escape these algorithms sending your emails into the spam folder. But in this is just a demo. I'm just going to show you if that Gmail that I set up worked or not. This is again just a demo. I'm just going to, say save. And now what I'm going to do is it's updated here. I'm going to click on send now. And your email is ready to send. If everything looks good, click send now and go out within 10 minutes. And I click on send. Now the email is getting sent. This, you can either view your email, you can view the reports. So I'll go back over here. This is that security. I'm going to delete this. This is my other email. Now let's see. I'm waiting for this email. I'm going to check my spam folder. Yep, there it is. This is just came in just now. This is that test message. So you can see this is the one that we sent out in the dashboard, this email. You can view this email. This is the same email that we sent out. So you can go back and see I've opened that email. I can view the reports, and it's got all the reports. This is basically how you can view all the reports. And let's go back to the email. Right. So it is working. Gmail is working. So the Gmail has sent out this email. So this is how you would set up your email SMTP server with Google. So if you have any questions on this, please feel free to send me a message. And I'll be doing more tutorials on other things in ZB Mailer. Thanks again for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.